Hey guys, welcome to the Cash Flow Talk. This is Camilo, your cash flow guy, and today I'm very excited to welcome my good friend Raul Bolufe. He's a wholesaler, real estate investor, landlord. Everything you wanted to know about real estate, this guy is a full mind of knowledge and information. And it's actually the first time that I do an interview using these portals. So welcome, brother. How are you?
What's up, man? Thank you for having me. I know we tried to do it on Facebook Live a couple of days ago, and it didn't work very well.
Yeah, man. Technology sometimes is so easy yet so hard, right?
Yeah. But we connected. We're connecting.
All right, we're good. We'll edit it. We'll put it on social media, and we'll share some value to our people, our clients, our fans, right?
Yeah, let's do it. I love it.
All right. So first of all, man, thank you for being with me, man. I know it's a busy day. I know it's Monday. It's hectic out there, doing deals here and there. You got employees. So thank you for being with me, man. So in 1 minute, bro, tell me a little bit about you. What do you do? Who you are? Tell me a little bit.
Cool, man. So yeah, my name is Raul Bolufe from South Florida. Lived here my whole life. Family's Cuban, Puerto Rican. So that's like my little background. Dude, I got into investing about 4.5 years ago. I was working the car business and I loved it. I love sales, but I knew there was something a little bit more for me. And just kind of started doing some research. I bought my first little rental property because I saved up some money from selling cars and all this. And then I'm like, man, I feel like I could do more. Like I want to buy more of these things.
Okay.
I did some research online, started listening to podcasts, and then kind of like started getting the idea of wholesaling. Then I found a local mentor here in South Florida to kind of help me get started. And yeah, then kind of he helped me get started, helped me learn how to do some deals. And then I just started doing wholesale. And then fast forward, 4.5 years, and we have a team of 10 people doing a bunch of deals. And now talking to Camilo, one of the actually, and we do a bunch of.
So you tell me you're a wholesaler. What do you do when you're wholesaling? You're doing direct mail marketing, you're doing MLS deals, you're doing off-market deals. Tell me a little bit about what you're doing.
Yeah, awesome. So right now we have 3 marketing channels. So one is MLS, one is direct marketing, direct mail marketing, and the other one is SEO, so online.
Awesome.
Those are our 3 ways that we're getting deals.
Awesome, bro. So when you're wholesaling, I tell my guys, I tell my people and my students and the people that I give my value to and my information, the people that I educate, I tell them that in my opinion, wholesaling is the base of real estate because in my opinion, you make the money when you purchase the property. You collect it when you resell it or when you collect rent. So becoming a wholesaler, in my opinion, is the base of becoming a real estate investor. If you can find good deals at good prices, you can, there's so many strategies, whether you're doing commercial, residential, whatever you're doing. What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I think that's so true, man. When I started wholesaling, it just opens your eyes to the opportunities, Finding the deal is probably the most valuable thing, not only in real estate, but in any business, right? Like Donald Trump, most of his money was made finding and creating the deal, being creative and all that stuff. And wholesaling, you have to get really creative sometimes to close these deals or to sell it or to get it under contract. So it really opens that part of your mind to be all right, I have to get creative. I have to find this deal and I'm going to generate my profit that way. And once you have that, selling, financing, fixing and flipping, all this kind of stuff kind of just comes through the nature,
Yeah, man, I feel you, man. I feel that if it was easy, everybody would be doing it, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's so
all right. Brother, what's your passion in life?
Dude, one of my passions, I know it might be introspective, but I want to squeeze out my potential in every field. If I play basketball, I'm going to play basketball, man. I'm going to practice all the time. I want to get really good at this and at dribbling and shooting. I'm really passionate about being good or being the best of my ability in everything,
Awesome.
Work,
awesome.
basketball, training, whatever.
Awesome. And what's your perspective in the market today? What do you think is going to happen in the next year, 2 years, 5 years here in South Florida?
Shit, that's a great question, man.
I wish we all knew that, right? But what's your gut feeling? What do you think?
I definitely think that things can't go much higher. And I think a lot of people can agree there. There might be some kind of correction. I don't know. I don't know how big or how small it'll be. My guess is that it's not going to be that big. So to kind of answer your question, like in the local market, I don't think prices might go up like another 5%.
Okay.
And probably go down like 30%, as opposed to last time they went down like 100% or 120%. I think they'll go down, but it's going to be very marginal.
Yeah. I feel the same way, man. I think there's going to be a small correction in the market. I mean, when the properties need to make sense for investors, you know, and today they still make sense, but if they keep going up at the rate that they're going, it's going to get to a point where investors are going to back out, you know. That's what I feel.
Yeah, there's so many things that could change and happen in the meantime, but definitely I don't think it's going to be as bad as last time. At least it's my opinion on kind of what I've learned.
Yeah, especially because I mean, when the market crashed in a few years ago, I feel that there was so much mortgage fraud and all these things. They were creating deals from nowhere. Now there's a lot of investors and buyers actually putting a lot of cash into the deal. So the first money that goes away is the investors and the owner's money. So they don't want to lose that deal. They don't want to give up that quick, right?
Yeah, like they'll take a haircut on the price because they need cash to survive or whatever. But they think way differently than the average homeowner that, you know, couldn't pay for their mortgage. These hedge funds or these cash investors, like they do this for a living. They're pretty calculated. And although this downturn might affect their numbers, they already like kind of pre-planned this and they're like, all right, we don't mind taking 30% off our prices just to sell them. And, you know, we'll get this cash and do something else with it.
Yeah. Hey, so you were telling me you have a team of 10 people. You have a lot of mouths to feed, right? And all of these guys need to produce. And what's your biggest goal within the business as an investor and as a wholesaler? What's your biggest goal here?
Yeah, man, one of my thing is I want a like really good, high quality team that can run the business efficiently and something that we're all proud of, right? Like something, I always say this to like when I'm hiring people or like when I'm training them, it's like, you know, run like you're part of the business. Like, you know, you wouldn't mind your grandma buying a house from us or selling a house to us. Like you have to be that okay with the service that, oh crap, like, yeah, I would refer my grandma to do business with us, you know?
Yeah.
So that's like one of my biggest goals. Like I want a really badass team to be able to run the business like almost on their own, like collectively as a team, obviously. And something that we're all proud of and like we can really go to sleep at night and be like, all right, this is a pretty cool business and we're treating people honestly and fairly and making money in the process.
Awesome. But that's about you being a wholesaler. What about you? What about being an investor? Like if somebody's watching and somebody's an investor and they don't want to be wholesalers, they don't want to have a team of 10 people in the luxury midtown area in Miami. You as an investor, what's your biggest goal?
Definitely cash flow, man. Cash flow. So two things I would say is cash flow within the business. So I want the business to produce passive cash flow for me. It's more active, but I wanted to produce it without me being there so much.
Okay.
And at the other part, I want to own properties. Both. I want both residential and commercial. I know some people are like, no, commercial only. Some people are like I want both. All right. You know, I like to diversify, but for now I'm doing residential because it's all I know. And then a goal would be to get like a big, you know, apartment building or warehouse complex, something like that, or a couple of those, and maybe raise money from other investors and kind of have like a cool like syndication or something like that.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. This is a tough question, bro. What was your biggest turning point?
Biggest turning point when it came to like business and stuff?
Yeah.
That's a good one, man. That's a good one. I think it was.
Don't tell me that business has been a great and amazing since you started, bro, because that's not true.
Yeah. So you're saying what's the biggest turning point? Like once I'm already in the business. Yeah,
like when you were in the car sales business and probably you wanted something more or it wasn't going as well as you wanted and you saw an opportunity in real estate. What got you thinking? Like, why did you say, okay, I'm going to go real estate and like turn around 100%, 180 degrees? Why did you turn around?
Man, I think it was just because I really, really, really wanted freedom. So my parents split up a long time ago. And when they split, I saw that, I'm like, shit, like things can change so quickly. And although they supported me and nothing bad happened, but I'm like, man, I have to kind of take care of myself. And, I want to live a good life. So when that happened, I'm like, I know I have to do whatever it takes to support myself the best possible. So I'm like, let me do something that allows me to be free and, like wealthy and all these things. And that was like, I would say the biggest turning point. When I realized that I'm like, I have to take care of me. No one else is going to do it.
Yeah.
Then I was like, all right, let me get the hustle on, man. Let me get the hustle on.
Let's get going. Let's get going.
Yeah.
How do you define freedom? How do you define free? Like, what's freedom for you?
Freedom, there's a little introspective here, but freedom is, for me, is when you're free of any outcome that you do. So, for instance, free to get up and leave after this call and go home or go to the beach or something. And I don't have to worry about the outcome because I have money or because I have a team. Or free is something like, hey, I'm going to talk to Camilo for 30 minutes and I'm going to give as much value as I can. If he didn't like it, then all right, cool, I'm free of outcome. Like,
yeah,
it is what it is,
Yeah.
For me, it's freedom.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. Bro, what was your biggest lesson in real estate? Like, what has been your biggest lesson building a business, working with people, doing deals, making money and losing money? Because sometimes we also lose.
Yeah, damn, that's a whole podcast in itself right there, huh? the real estate lessons. Man, losing money definitely teaches you some shit,
Those are expensive seminars. I call them expensive seminars.
Yeah. That's like getting a master's degree in like just a couple hours. Biggest lesson was when I tried to do too much at the same time. So to put like fix and flip, buy and hold, and property management, I tried to do that all at once when I didn't even have the right systems or the right people. That was a huge lesson because then that was like when I didn't make as much money or my time was really constrained and I was really stressed and I couldn't figure things out because 8-hour day, 2 hours I was wholesaling, another 2 I was trying to fix and flip, another 3 I was trying to do property management. It's like, you're never going to get anywhere like that.
Yeah, all over the place.
Yeah.
Awesome. So how did you fix it, or what do you do when you learn that lesson? Stay focused, I guess?
Yeah, I learned to stay focused, like stay in your lane until you have that lane producing income for you with very little like time and effort. So awesome. Yeah, that was like the main lesson, and how I changed it was just one day I sat down like, okay, what is really producing 80% of my income? And what is really making me 80% happiest in my life? Okay, it's the wholesaling. Let's do it. Drop all the other stuff. Hey, sorry guys, I can't manage your properties, but here are 3 good property managers I've interviewed. Take them. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, fix and flips. Let's just sell them quickly. I don't mind. Let's just do it. And then let's just wholesale. Now that's pretty much what we do.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. Now, this is a good one. Raul, you lose everything. You lose your office, you lose your people, you lose your friends that are in the business. You lose the rental properties that you have, you lose the wholesale deals, and the funnel's completely empty. How do you start?
Right.
What would you do? What would you focus on? What would you do if you lose everything? But obviously you keep the
you keep the knowledge. So I'd probably I'd want to find somebody that's good in the business and help them grow until I can offer enough value to do it on my own. Because you need money, you need to survive, and you want to be like around people that are thriving. So I would find someone probably like you. I'd be like, Camilo, dude, look, I lost everything. This and this happened. I don't know if I'm going to do it by myself again, probably, but I'm willing to like give you my knowledge and help you out, and just pay me whatever you think it's fair, and let's go forward. I'd find like a good person to do that, and that's how I'd start again. Instead of starting from scratch all by myself, I feel like if I just lost everything, my head would be fucking spinning a bunch of different ways.
Would you partner up with somebody, or would you be like employed for a few years until you get back up?
Good question. I think it depends on the person. It depends on who it is, and it depends like the dynamic. But yeah, partnership is definitely an option for sure.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. All right, man. Last one. If you could only leave one set of principles to your family, your kids, your friends, what would it be?
One set of principles, the family friends. So definitely integrity is huge. Um, I like the doing mentality, like do things, obviously do things that make you happy and stuff, but just do things, say yes to opportunity. So I guess like integrity, say yes to opportunity. I'm really big on like being present in the moment. If you're here at work, be working. If I'm talking to you, be talking, if you're relaxing, relax hard, So those are like some principles that I like to follow, like integrity, do things, be present in the moment. And that allows you to kind of like soak in everything that's happening.
Awesome,
and, like,
bro. Awesome. Now, one last one. So let's say this talk was 10, 15 minutes. If somebody if you were to summarize this whole thing in 10 seconds, like what would be the one thing that you would want somebody to take away from this? Like one thing.
One thing I would say, good one. I would say kind of like do what you gotta do to make you live your best life. And if that's real estate, go for it, stay focused. So stay focused on what you gotta do to make you live your best life.
Awesome, brother.
That was a good sentence. If that was grammatically correct, but I think so.
Awesome. I'm gonna put it on my Instagram stories, just that little part.
That would be awesome, dude.
Hey, bro, one book that you recommend, and that's my last question. One quick book that you like.
One book that I have in the top of my head is, damn, I just had it in the top of my head. I was reading it this morning. It's called, by Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle.
Awesome.
I know it's a very like deep book, but it's really good to learn about that stuff.
The Power of Now. I'm going to write it down.
That's good stuff, man.
The Power of Now. All right, bro. Hey, if somebody wanted to get in touch with you, communicate with you, add you on social media, Facebook, YouTube, what's the best way to reach you?
Yeah, dude, we're everywhere. So you can follow me on Instagram, Raul Bolufe. You can follow me on YouTube, Raul Bolufe. Also, if you're local, we do a meetup the last Tuesday of every month. And also on, you can follow our company, Capitalize Investments. And you can just search us, Google it, Google my name, Google the company, and you'll find us somewhere. Click follow.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
Awesome, brother. I'll put a link here down below as well. So, hey, man, thank you for the couple minutes, 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever it was. It was great. I hope we can do it again. And thank you so much, bro.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. All right, dude, I appreciate that. And we'll be in touch. Let's get some more deals done.
Take care, brother.
Take care.
Bye.